into being able to see yourself again. I don't know about you, but I know whenever I go and I change and I put on my dress clothes, when I put on them dress clothes, I be feeling like a new person. I don't feel like just plain Jane Kendra no more. I feel like Kendra that can save the world. Ain't that what happened with Superman? Yeah. When Superman had on them Clark, what was his name? Clark Kent. When he had on them clothes as just a reporter, as Clark Kent, he didn't feel like he had those superpowers there. He just felt like an ordinary person, right? Yeah. You know, that's how I feel. It's just ordinary. Because you know, whenever I don't have on my dress clothes, but I'm going to go somewhere with it, so I need you to stay with me, okay? When I don't have on my dress clothes, I'm just ordinary Kendra. I'm just Kendra. Better yet, most of y'all call me Kim. I'm just Kim. But whenever I put on my dress clothes, and I done got in them heels, because you know I love them heels, I feel like I'm on top of the world. And it ain't that I feel like I'm on top of the world because I feel like I look like somebody. I feel like who I am then. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we lose who we are because of things that has transpired in our life. Sometimes we lose who we are because of issues that we've dealt with in life. But you know what? That's what happens in the spiritual realm. Do you know whenever stuff starts bothering us, do you know it don't just attack you physically, it attacks you spiritually too. Because you know what? The spirit of depression is real.
Challenge accepted. Good.
It's real.
Come on.
The spirit of depression is real. But let me help you about the spirit of depression. He come along with some other friends to come along with him.
That's right.
What you mean, Minister Kendra? He come along with obesity. He come along with suicide. He come along with them other spirits that say, don't nobody care.
That's right.
He come along and say, you might as well be by yourself. The word of God said that we're supposed to assemble ourselves among. Right?
That's right.
A lot of people don't go to church because guess what? That old spirit of depression. You don't have to go and be with a crowd. You can serve God right here. That's right, you can serve God right here. But you know what? There's strength in numbers. Do you not realize there's strength in numbers?
That's right.
Whenever Jesus sent the disciples out, he sent them out one, or did he send them out by twos?
By twos.
Okay, so now, one thing I must honestly say, now y'all know I can't stand to see the Jehovah's Witnesses come. But one thing I will tell you this, is that they don't go out with you.
Nope.
What do you mean? They don't go out by themselves. Because one thing they got enough sense to know, that what you don't know, guess what? Now my brother right here, he know. Do we do that? Do we do that? We can be sitting at work, and we can be sitting at the lunch table, and we can be sitting with our brothers and sisters. But whenever our brothers and sisters get engaged into conversations with unsaved people, now this, I'm going somewhere, we don't want you to catch it. When we sit down and we engage now, do you not know God holding us responsible because our sister may have misquoted the scripture wrong, but you know the scripture. And you didn't step up and take up where that sister left off. You should have said, no, sister, let me show you it's like this. But she was in the ballpark of what it was.
Exactly.
Your brother was in the ballpark, but you failed to let your brother sit there and drown because now the salvages is now out and now they're trying to eat him up. So, you know what I said again? When Jesus sent the disciples out, did he send them out one by one?
Nope.
Whenever you get on these jobs, do you not know that God already got somebody already there that's a brother or a sister to you? Do you not know that your brothers and sisters are there? But what are we doing when we get there?
My.
Are we leaving our brothers and sisters out to hang high and dry? Or are we ganging up with them? Because see, this fight right here ain't just a one person fight.
My Lord.
This is an everybody fight.
Yeah.
Because you know what I look at? Is that I look at society now, and I look at everything that's going on. If you got your Bibles, I need you to open up your Bibles with me. Go to Luke 16. Christian, I need you to get a Bible. It's institution time, baby. It's teaching time. Get a Bible. And I want to Institute is coming from Luke 16, 19 through 31. And the subject this morning for our teaching is have you heard yet? Are you listening? Are you listening? Have you heard yet? What do you mean, Kendra? What do you mean? If you know anything about this particular lesson is talking about Lazarus and a rich man, right?
That's right.
And Lazarus always sat outside the gate. He always sat there. He was begging. But you know what? What I looked at is, who begging you?
My Lord.
Who begging you? Do you not know that there's a lot of stuff that they say? You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times people are seeking for wisdom. They're seeking for knowledge. But not all people are seeking for wisdom and knowledge. Let me tell you to be wise with it. Because some people try to use what you say to use against you.
My Lord.
Some people try to look at what you know so they can say, well, so-and-so said it. Or they look for a loophole to be able to go around it. You get what I'm saying? The word says the devil is sneaking. And he's cunning. Yeah. Right? He's always lurking. Ain't that what he's saying? He's looking to see who he can devour, right? He out there, he's always watching. Even when Jesus was fasting, was he not watching him? So if he watched him and Jesus had power, he had power, right? So if he watched him, what is you thinking he doing with you? Do you think you exempt?
Come on now.
Do you think you exempt? And if you think you exempt, what make you better than Jesus? What make you better than Jesus? Because let me tell you something. If you think you better than Jesus, let me help you out. You're a dirty, filthy man. When Jesus came, he came with no spot, no wrinkle. Even whenever he got upset, he didn't curse God. He didn't disrespect his Father because he knew who he was. Do we know who we are? Whenever people get us upset, how quick are we to jump out of character?
Come on.
When people get up under our sin, how quick are we to jump out of character? But guess what? He still remained who he was, did he not?
That's right.
Did he not? Alright. In order for us to know that there was some prophecy that was done in these 66 books, right? Well, prophecy can be of the past, the present, and the future. Am I right or wrong? I got two preachers in here. Tell me if I'm wrong. Prophecy can be the past, the present, and the future. What do you mean it can be the past, present, and the future? It can be the past because, see, God might want to get your attention because something you've done in your past is coming over into your future. Yeah. So now he got to get your attention and let you know, I was there when it was done.
Come on.
And I need you to know I don't want you to go back down that road.
Yeah.
Or present. What do you mean he in the present? Because see, when God get in your business, he get all in your business. And the funny part of it is about God and prophecy. Prophecy started with you.
Yeah.
It don't start with the prophet because the prophet that came on the scene, baby. Prophecy started with you. Because when God speaks, guess who he speak to first?
Speak to us.
He speak to you. But you know what the prophet is about? The prophet comes to give confirmation of what you heard clearly. Because you know what I noticed, and it took me a while to figure it out, is that whenever my sister Pam was playing, and she said, Mama, I don't have a conscience. And Mama said, oh yes you do, you got a conscience. She said, no I don't, Mama, I don't have a conscience. So you know one day, she was laying on the couch asleep. And most people just look at me and they be like, you know what, Kendra, you just a jokester. But you know, I ain't a jokester, I enjoy life, I enjoy laughter. But one thing I do know is that even though something was funny, God will come back and bring it to your remembrance because he need to get something to you.
That's right.
Now, even though Pam was laying on that couch asleep, it came back to Mama what she said. She said, Pam? Hi, Mama? She said, Pam? Hi, Mama? Mama said, Pam, it's not Mama, it's your conscience. Whenever my sister woke up, Mama said over there laughing. When my sister woke up, she says, Mama, you know what? I was asleep. And for some reason, my conscience sounded like you. You know what? It's funny, but it ain't funny it because you know what, even to this day, sometimes she say when she get to her quiet place, she still hear mama teaching to her. She still hear mama talking to her. See, you know what? If the voice of God really spoke to us like he really speak, it would scare some of us. Some of us would be so fearful, but because God don't want us fearful, he want us to choose him. He want us to pick him. Even though it says that we can't come unless Jesus, the Spirit of the Lord, draw us. But you know what? Even to the drawing effect, we still have a choice.
That's right.
He still wants you to choose him. Because the word says, choose ye this day whom you will serve. Isn't that what it says? So, with that being said, now, if the Lord himself will speak directly to us, now what came back to me was whenever Moses first came in contact with him. There was a change, wasn't it? But even into the change, did not Moses get fearful?
Yeah.
Hello? Yes, he did. So God went about it a different way, didn't he? But even to him going about it a different way, he had his attention and there was a change, right? Alright, now Minister Kendra read as you go on with Luke 9:16. Alright, now if you go on down there, the rich man and Lazarus died. Right?
Come on.
But it said Lazarus got taken into the bosom of Abraham, right?
Yeah.
But the rich man got buried. Is that not what I read?
Yeah.
Alright. So the rich man got buried, but now it said the rich man was in turmoil. Which means he went to a place where it wasn't peaceful. But you know what the saddest part of it is that we see people in church and we wonder why they look so free. And you can know a person's business and you be sitting there trying to figure out, now how is they holding their hand up? But you know what? There's freedom in Jesus. There's freedom in God. There's freedom in his presence. Because you know what? It's up to you to let the stuff that you go through keep you there.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Because the rich man and his thoughts is what got him there. You get what I'm saying? Because how many times was the prophecy said that Jesus was coming on the scene? How many times was the prophecy said? But even before Jesus got ready to come on the scene, whenever Moses got ready to come on the scene, because remember they tried to kill the little boys.
Yeah.
They tried to kill him. Because they said that it was going to be someone to come to deliver them out of Egypt. Right? Ain't that what was said?
Yeah.
So the prophecy came, right? Alright, now we live in a day and time where the prophecy that came over many years ago. Even whenever I was a little girl, I remember hearing them say that Jesus was on his way back. I remember hearing them say that. Choose who you're going to serve because Jesus is on his way back. See, there used to be a time where preachers preach heaven or hell. Which one you going to? Now we so busy teaching love, but you in the midst of teaching love, you better let people know it's real. Heaven and hell is real. Because guess what? Do you not think that rich man thought that it wasn't? Do you not think he thought it wasn't? But now listen, let me tell you something. Christian, I want you to look down there at a verse, I think it should be about verse 21. I want you to read down there where he's sitting down there and he talking to Abraham. Talking about let Lazarus dip his finger in some water.
Luke 18.
No, Luke 16. So you gotta pay attention because you don't know when I'm gonna call you because see this is teaching time. Which verse is it, Mama? It's verse 27. Read it for me.
And it came to pass that the baby died and was carried by angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in the hell, he lifted up his eyes, his eyes being in torment, and seeing Abraham afar and Lazarus in his bosom.
Alright, now and go on down. I need you to read down there where it said he dipped, that he wanted him to dip his finger.
And he cried and said, Father, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water, and cook my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame.
Alright, now I want you to look at this. What happens whenever we come to the end? See, a lot of times we take chances and we gamble. Because there are some days whenever we do wrong. Have you taken the time to ask God to forgive you? Because what I look at is what happens whenever that day comes. Because see, every last one of us got a day that's going to come when our number's going to be given up. Whenever we got to stand before the day of judgment, but before that day comes, one of the things I look at is I look at all the stuff that's going on in the news. And don't get me wrong, because I have a heart. God knows I have a heart. And then on top of it, I'm a mother of a son. But one thing I do know is I teach my son. Because I don't know how God chooses for him to go. But however it is, I want my son to make the right choices and choose God. But it's got to be his choice. So with that being said, I can't wait till the end come to try to get somebody to preach him into heaven or hell, because it don't work like that. Because every day that he lives, he got to either live it for Satan or he got to live it for God. Because it's his choice. Did you not know that? The same way he got to live, I got to live. So whenever I look at these stories, my heart is heavy for the family because of the tragedy that happened. But you know what? Even out of a tragedy can bring peace. Do you not know that? Because one thing I look at, they said to close your eyes and to be resting until Jesus comes is a healing state. It is a deliverance state saying that my race has been run. I have now come to the close of this day. Which means, whenever these eyes close, I want to make sure that everything that I could have done, I did. I want to make sure that everything I was supposed to do, I did. So you know what? The best thing I can do is teach my son. Is that let me help you out. Because see, I don't know how God chooses for you to depart from this side. But however he chooses for you to depart, make sure you got your soul right with him. Yeah. Make sure you in line with him. So that you ain't got to be like Lazarus and the rich man. That you ain't got to sit there and say, Lord, have mercy. Can you send my mama down to give me a drink of water? Because guess what? I need you to read on further question. I need you to read that scripture down there. Because you know what happens is that the prophecy that came. Are we listening? Are we listening? Because you know what? Sometimes whenever prophecy and words done came and God done made you some promises and it don't come right then, we get discouraged and we feel like God didn't say it. But one thing I do know, it took years and some time whenever these promises were spoken before it came into existence. Yeah. But one thing about it, when it came into existence, it came, did it not? So you couldn't doubt that he wasn't coming. Whenever they said that a king will be born, guess what? That king was born, wasn't it? Whenever Egypt said that they had someone that was going to be born that's going to bring them out, he was born, wasn't he? Even down to whenever Satan tried to destroy. You know what? Come to think about it. Didn't they try to destroy Jesus before he got here too?
That's right.
So guess what happened? So, you know why the young men of our race is getting attacked? Because Satan already knows he got to destroy them before they become who God said they was.
Look out now.
So guess what? It ain't that the prophecy was a lie. It's because of the fact, what did you listen to? Are you listening? Are you listening? What are you listening to? Are you listening? Or are you taking it in? Do you not believe it? Because one thing I do know, it's going to happen. That's the purpose of it. It's going to happen. It may not happen this 100 years. And it may not happen that 200 years. But please know and believe it will happen.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe it, read these books, because there was enough of people up in here that said that it wasn't going to happen and they didn't believe. This morning I was listening as me and Apostle was listening as we was getting ready to prepare for service. And I was listening to some of these scientists talking about the hidden secrets in the Bible. And they was talking about whenever Jesus was going to Calvary. And they was talking about that Palm Sunday, whenever all the celebrations was going on. And at that time, Jesus was having the Last Supper. But one of the things that caught my attention is that, did not Jesus say one would betray him?
That's right.
Isn't that what he said? And then he said one would deny him, didn't he?
That's right.
All right, is that not the prophecy? So how you going to try to say that Judas didn't betray him?
My.
Why you unsaved? Because guess what? Jesus said, I already spoke it, baby. It was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was going to happen. They talking about how can you portray. Now this is what they said. How can you portray when everybody knew what Jesus was? Yeah, they did. But there was a part of the prophecy that they played.
That's right.
They played a part in the prophecy. What part in the prophecy do you play?
Look out.
What part do you play? If you go down there, Christian, I need you to read verse 31, because guess what? I'm going to wrap up this institute because it was only to make you think.
Look out.
Read on down, Christian. Tell me what verse 31 say.
And he said unto him, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded about those one rose from the dead.
He said, if you don't believe, if you didn't believe Moses or the prophets, guess what? We ain't got Moses in this day and time, but God done rose up some prophets in this generation, right? There were some prophets in the old as well as in the new. Am I lying? I got some pictures up in here. I need somebody to talk to me this morning. Were there not some prophets in the old and in the new? And now, what I want you to catch this is that he said, if they didn't listen to Moses or the prophets, why should he raise someone from the dead?
Come on.
So while you sitting up in these doggone witch houses, trying to wake up mama and daddy, and going out there to the cemetery talking to grandma, granddaddy, and everybody else you want to talk to, guess what? He said, why should I raise up the dead when you can't listen to Moses and you can't listen to the prophets? Because guess what? The same way you don't listen to them, you're not going to listen to grandma, granddaddy, Pookie from down on the corner. You're not going to listen to nobody. So what are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Are you even listening?
My.
Are you even listening? Because see, the time is gone now. The time is drawing near. People been saying that for years, but you know what? Are you looking? Do you not know that's what they said whenever Jesus came? That it's been prophesied for years, generations, that a Savior was coming.
Yeah.
Do you not know that's what they were saying? It's not up to you or me. Because one of the things I told you was what? And when I started off, prophecy was what?
Past, present, and future.
It's what, Christian? Exactly. AJ ain't down here right now because I was going to ask her too. Because see, I need y'all to know that he coming. He coming. He is coming and he on his way back. But you know what? Even just like in the old into the new, whenever Noah was building that ark all them years, people thought Noah was crazy, didn't they? They didn't have no rain going on at that time. They thought he was just a fool. But guess what? God will take some of the foolish things and make it wise.
That's right.
He'll take some of the simplest things and make it wise. You know what? I've always been the type of person, and I work in healthcare, and I'm the type of person, I don't care what your diagnosis say. Because if I sit there and listen to you long enough, you're going to say something that I need. God can use anybody he chooses. Anybody. We so quick to quote the scriptures whenever we get these titles. We so quick to quote these scriptures because so-and-so don't have a title. We ain't got to listen to them. But you know what? One thing I do know, that very person that you turned away that you didn't want to hear from.
Come on with it.
You got to be careful because at that appointed time, do you know who that person is? And do you know if the Spirit of God is using that person at that time? I was in the grocery store the other day, and I just happened to be walking down. First of all, this strange man walks up to me and says, "Excuse me, ma'am. I have asked multiple people, could they show me where pie shells were?" And I'm looking like, maybe it's down there. But you know what? Let me tell you something about God. It was like a quiet voice saying, "Help him." And I took my time, because I was in a rush. I just told Apostle, I'm on my way. Let me stop by Kroger. I got a couple of things to pick up and I'm on my way. So I knew that my husband was looking for me. But you know what? Even to that, sometimes we got to pay attention and listen to the Spirit of God. Because if you listen to him, it won't go wrong.
That's right.
I went down the aisle and I looked. And I happened to look down. I said, okay, now that says dessert. So let me go down here and say. So whenever I look down, there go the pie shell. It was 1 hour over. But how many people in that store did he walk by and he asked for help? Because he had already told me 2 people had directed him. But I was the only person that took time out to show him where it was at. Y'all, whenever somebody asks you for a simple gesture, do that simple gesture. Because you know what I kept in mind? Is that God gave me the message last Sunday. Did you do it for me? Did you do it for me? And I knew that I didn't want to be like the priest. I didn't want to be like the Levite. Because you know what? Just in that appointed time, I don't know who I came in contact with. That could have been a test. Because if you remember whenever I delivered the message on last Sunday, he said, let me go down there. Let me go down there and check on Kendra. Kendra down there teaching on love.
Yeah.
Do you not know the simplest gesture could be the last gesture you do for someone?
That's right.
I was sitting in a service and I heard a preacher say that he seen a gentleman that asked him for $1. And by the time he came out the door of the store that he went in, the gentleman that asked him for the same dollar got hit by a car and got killed. So whenever I tell you, be careful, because you don't know who you're coming in contact with. You don't know if you're the last person that person will speak to. What are you listening to? It's been told over and over again. Yes, it has. But you know what? Stay there long enough. Stay there long enough. Because guess what? If them Egyptians didn't believe that they was going to be delivered and that God was going to have someone that's going to deliver them, do you know they'd have still been in bondage?
That's right.
They'd have still been up under Herod, wouldn't they?
That's
The
right.
Israelites would have still been there, wouldn't they? They would have still been in bondage. They'd have still been enslaved. They'd have still been working. But even whenever they got out, they still had an Egypt mentality.
My Lord, my Lord.
They didn't realize that they were Israelites. They thought they were still a part of the Egyptian nation.
Come on.
You didn't know that God delivered you?
Yeah.
We get delivered and don't know how to walk in freedom. That's like taking a bird. I'm going to use this story and I'm going to get out your way. It's like taking a bird. Now you done got this bird and you done put this bird in the cage. And this bird done been in the cage for over a year. Even whenever you open the cage door, this bird done got to the place they no longer try to fly out.
Yeah.
This bird just sit there and they just watch what you do. They watch you put the food in, they watch you put the water in, and they just sit there. But then one day, one of the kids come by and they open the cage. Now you fussing because you think the bird ain't got away. Until you walk in and you see that bird still sitting on that cage. How many of us still got cage mentality? How many of us know that the door is open? But how many of us still choose to sit on the cage? How many of us still seem to sit there as though the door has no longer been open?
Yeah.
Want to stand on the inside. But you know what? One thing about that bird, and this is some of us, that bird know how he going to eat. That bird know where the water going to come from. That bird didn't know how it was going to survive to come on the outside.
Come on with it.
That bird didn't know how to be a hunter. That bird didn't know how to be a survivor.
Yeah.
Because now you done took all the instincts out of this person. You done took everything out of that bird know. Because see, when God equipped us, He equipped us with the tools that we need.
Yeah.
When a baby is born, it come out with no teeth on it. But whenever it come out, that mama got everything that baby needs, because all that she got to do is nurse it.
That's right.
Whenever she nursed that baby, that milk that her body produces is designed for that baby. You want to know how I know? Because I did it with both of mine. So I know that what was designed for Alana wasn't designed for Christian. Because whenever you look at the milk didn't produce the same. The milk wasn't as fatty as it was with Alana as it was with Christian. So there was a difference that my body did that provided for what they needed.
Come on now.
So now do you not realize that God provides everything that He needs for you? It's already provided. You don't have to stay in bondage. You may feel that you lost all your instincts, but you step out there, trust and believe in you. They will come up.
Yeah.
They will come up. I think I used before when Mama told me how to ride a bike. It's been some years since I rode a bike. But do you know whenever I got on a Christian bike, I didn't forget how to ride that bike. I still knew how to balance that bike.
Yeah.
Because see, once you fall a couple of times, because see, I'm not going to tell you you're not going to fall. Because we all fall. But the part of it about the falling is getting up.
Wow.
Whenever you get up from the fall, dust yourself up. Because you know what? Sometimes we get up from the fall and we still have the dirt on us. As apostle teach, he teach the residue. Right there when they teach us. You know what? We better get this residue off of us. So whenever you fall and you get back up, if you don't take nothing else from what I said, dust yourself off.
Look out now.
Dust yourself off. Because remember I said in the beginning, prophecy was what?
Past, present, and future.
Past, present, and future. So it has been told. It has been told that even in the beginning that there will be an end. So guess what? Oh, He coming. He coming. It's up to you to listen and to know He coming. And it won't be long now. All thing you got to do is get out the cage.
Yeah.
Don't continue to stay in fear no more. Get out the cage and step out. Because the door is open.
Yeah.
He opened the door. Because see, He said before He came, it is not that He wished that everybody can't go with Him. So guess what? He already knew some of us weren't going to make the decision to go back.
That's right.
He already knew that. So guess what? Whenever you fall, don't let people keep you there. Because you know what? Sometimes sitting in that cage, you sitting there thinking people looking at you. Remember I told you one of the kids gonna open the door to let you out.
Yeah.
One of the kids gonna let the door open and let you out. Now the door open. You thinking people sitting there looking at you, so now you're scared. What if they're around that corner? What if they sitting there? Oh, that such and such know what I did last month. I'm scared to give God thanks. Such and such know what I did last night. I'm scared to say, Lord, I thank you. But such and such wasn't with you whenever you came in. Such and such wasn't with you whenever you said, Lord, forgive me. I stumbled. What the commercial used to say, I'm falling and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Guess what? You can get up. You can get up. There's help, honey. There is help. You know what? We're supposed to be over there. Whenever I was trying to run around that bike, whenever I failed, I didn't just dust myself off. You know who helped me dust off? My mama had her hand out there. She said, you know what? I refuse to let you not learn how to ride that bike. You know what? We got some brothers and sisters in them churches that's some coaches, honey.
Yeah.
There's some coaches in the church. You don't have to go to hell. You go to hell because you want to. There's some real coaches in there that had some intent to see you go forward. But then my mama saw that I couldn't ride that bike and I kept saying, I don't want to. She said, oh, yes, you is. I never learned. You gonna learn. Do you not know that that's what happened? There are some of us that tell our testimony so that you don't have to go through what I've been through.
My Lord.
There are some of us tell our testimony not for you to judge us. We tell our testimony to help you. You don't have to go where I've been. You don't want to have to live through what I lived through. You don't want to have to deal with the persecution that I've taken.
Yeah.
Do you not know that's why Jesus did what He did? He did it so that we didn't have to suffer.
Yeah.
He did. There was a reason why it was done.
Come on.
But you know what? I love you. God bless you. This has been the end of our morning institute.
Amen. We thank God for this privilege and opportunity. Thank God for Evangelist this morning and the teaching that we have been a part of. We're grateful to what God has done. The question still is, are you listening? Are you paying attention to what's being said? as she dealt with Luke chapter 16, in the beginning of that 16th chapter of the Gospel of Luke, that talks about the unjust steward. It talks about Jesus saying and using the parable, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account of thy stewardship. And the question is still being asked today, are we willing to give an account of what we have done, what we're doing? Are we ready to make an account of it? Are we ready to become accountable for it? Are we ready to take responsibility? Are we ready to, accept the consequences to our choices and our actions? Are we ready, really, to do what is needed? So I'm grateful today for the teaching that has been done. And I mean, even with all of the things that we see going on in the media, in social media, on the news around the world, all of the deaths and terroristic attacks that are being done. And here's the sad part, is that we commit terroristic attack on each other every day when we assassinate each other's character, when we assassinate each other's mentality, when we assassinate each other's ability to get up, when we try to make people feel lower than what they are. We kill their self-esteem. We destroy their self-esteem. We destroy their self-worth. We make them feel like they're worthless and nobody, and they'll never get up because they was the woman that was on the corner. They was the woman that got children by 4 or 5 different men. They was the man that's got 15 to 16 different children by 16 or 15 different women. They were the one that was on the corner that was the alcoholic. They was the one that was the drug addict. She was the one that was in the prostitution house, and she was selling herself. And I beg to differ with you today, because if you don't call a woman that literally go out and prostitute herself to make money, can I tell you, ladies, those of you that have taken money for a light bill, taken money for a cell phone bill, you got your hair fixed, you got your nails done, he took you out to eat somewhere, and after it was all said and done, y'all came together. He wasn't your husband, you wasn't his wife. Matter of fact, he was married, you were married, so you became his concubine. Can I tell you, brother, that you say you ain't never paid a prostitute for anything? You prostituted yourself, and you paid for it when you helped her wear groceries at the house. You bought her children some shoes for school, and they weren't yours. You weren't trying to be with her. She was not yours to be your wife. He was not yours to be your husband, but you got paid for it, and he paid for it, so you prostituted. Come on, y'all. I need us to understand in this thing, because my great-grandmother, in her wisdom, she shared with us, anytime you took some money for it, you got paid for it. Anytime you gave some money for it, you paid for it. And I said, you know what, Grandma? I said, I'm trying to figure that out. She said, well, baby, it's no different than the woman that literally is on the corner that has a pimp that's pimping her out than her pimping herself.
Amen.
Come on, y'all. What does that have to do with the Morning Institute? Are you really listening? And then check this out. Some of us have prostituted our mentality so much and our emotions so much that other people have rolled on what we got and made us do what they wanted us to do, and we were subjugated to all of the things they brought about in our lives. Anybody ever let somebody control your mind by giving you a subliminal message, and you begin to do the thing that they suggested to you without telling you they wanted you to do it, when all around they really wanted you to move how they wanted you to move, think how they wanted you to think, feel the way they wanted you to feel, and they put a disregard on you having a mind of your own, you thinking for yourself, you understanding and knowing what your emotions work. Come on, y'all, talk to me. I know the teaching that went forward, but when you look at it, here now, some of y'all faring sumptuously because you got your education now. You ain't living in the projects no more. You ain't in the hood no more. You ain't walking the road no more. You ain't riding the bike no more. You ain't riding the bus no more. You don't have a hood no more. And you don't got up in the hood. You still got an Egypt mentality. You still got a ghetto mentality. You still got a hood mentality. You still have a poverty mentality. You still running around with a poverty spirit. You're making more money, but you're still living like you lived when you was in the projects. Come on, y'all. I need us to really get it, because when you look at it, are you really listening? Look what Christ did. When God gave the command in the beginning and had it given to man, passed out by word of mouth, and even by word of mouth, they still watered it down. But then he had it to be written down, and everything that had been being done before was written into the law, or made a mandate of how God said, I enjoy how you do this. This makes me feel good. And that's why I keep releasing. That's why I keep blessing. That's why I keep protecting. That's why I keep opening doors. So let me put it this way. Let me make sure they can't miss what it is that I desire. And since so many before them came and did it this way, and they understood, that's why I wanted without me having to write it out. That was when son that we don't understand it. You heard us say it. That he sent the prophets. So you can't misinterpret.
That's right.
So that you can't misunderstand. Mama tell you don't touch the socket and she told you why, but you still want to experience it for yourself.
Come on.
Come on, y'all.
Come on.
That ain't your medicine, but you going in everybody's medicine because you see them taking medicine. You want to know what the medicine does, and they explain to you that it was dangerous and powerful because it wasn't you. And she said that her two babies, when she breastfed them, there was milk that was fitted for the son, milk that was fitted for the daughter. Do you not know when you take everybody else's medicine, that medicine was formulated for that person's body?
Come on.
So we're grateful that stirred up even some more because we got to be listening. What are you really listening at? We hear a preacher week after week. And those of you that choose to refuse to go to church because you can watch it on television and watch it online now. You can catch it on your mobile Android or on your cellular phone and you can watch it anywhere you go. You can pop in a CD or pop in a DVD or you can go back and watch the previous half of the house. You got a DVR at the house and you pre-recorded the last service because you had something else that you wanted to do. Now, those of you that have a job, I understand, but there's a lot of y'all making excuses that they can lie as to why you can't join yourself together. The woman of God said this morning, he said, forsaking not the assembling of ourselves together. You're right, preachers used to preach fire and brimstone. They used to talk about heaven and hell, and when they talk about heaven and hell, they told you how to get to heaven, and they also illustrated what it takes to get to heaven. My great grandmother said that you ain't got to do nothing, you gonna go to heaven. You ain't got to do nothing, but you want to get to heaven, you got to put your work in.
Yes.
You know, the songwriter said, put your time in, it's prayer time. Come on, y'all. Y'all talk to me this morning.
Yes, come on.
So I just need us to catch what was taught. Luke 16, when you really look at it, the rich man, he fed sumptuously. How many of y'all doing good right now? You ain't got the tight dress anymore. You ain't got it all hanging out. You ain't got the tight pants, the ragged pants. You ain't wearing the same pair of shoes over and over again. Some of our men and women of God that came from having one pair of shoes and one suit, one dress to go to service with. Now they got a dozen in the closet and they think they're better than everybody else. You got to change your mind. You can take the pig out the mud. You can wash the pig up. You can dress the pig up. You can make the pig smell good. But I guarantee you, if you haven't changed the mentality of the pig and changed the heart of the pig to desire something different, as soon as the pig sees some salt, it's going to run back to it. As soon as it sees some dirt, it's going to go wild in it. So I don't care how you dress yourself up from where you came from. If your mindset is still the same, now you're making $12 an hour and you was only making $3 $25, $60. I remember when the minimum wage was $3.15, and then by the time I got my job at Walmart, I had been at Walmart for a little while, it went up to $3.25, and now I'm still at Walmart, it went up to $3.75. By the time I got down, I found a job that I had to worry about minimum wage to go for salary. But I remember when it was that much, my mother and them to go back when it was only $2, $1.75, sitting out. Come on, y'all, talk to me.
Come on.
I need y'all to catch it. Because see now, the mentality that you got is still the same that you had because you're living in poverty. You're impoverished, which means you're just getting by. You're just simply doing what it takes while you trying to make people think you living high on the hog, but you haven't even understood how to operate where you are because you didn't even learn how to operate where you were.
Yes.
Preacher.
See, I came from a time in the era where we didn't have a whole lot, but then they showed that we didn't have a poverty spirit, we didn't have a poverty mentality, we didn't live like we was poor. No, we didn't have a whole lot, but we understood how to use what we had, and we didn't allow what we had to make us feel better or more than somebody else. We understood it. We was content where we were with the process of moving to become better, so that we remember where we came from, that we might still be in the same place where we're going. Did y'all catch it? We remember where we came from. We remember the struggle. Now that the struggle ain't as hard as it was, we remember how the struggle was so that we can learn how to maintain what we had so we don't put ourselves back in the struggle. But some of us are struggling because we have not changed our minds. That's why you're still the same way in the present as you was in your past because you covered up your past with your present while you're still living in your past. Are you listening? That's why Bernie Mac said, who you with? Come on, y'all. He said, how you living and who you with? So how are we really living?
Come on.
I want to say, but I need to get into the message because that's where God leads me. And while the spirit is still high, I need to take us to Revelation chapter 20. John the Revelator, verse 14 and 15 is where our text word will come. And it's consistent because, you know, Evangelist said Charles Stanley this morning just so happened. And we had no idea that when we flipped the television to a church service, and I just was trying to find something to put the television on to really get me in a place while I was preparing myself for worship, to where I didn't have a whole lot of junk that was going on, and my regular TV shows that I normally set the TV on. I wanted something to set the atmosphere and set the atmosphere of my mind while the atmosphere around me would become conducive, so that I didn't have so many roadblocks and it wasn't so hard for me to get where I needed to get, so that I can get into God's presence, because I was already prepared for him to usher me in. Let me make this clear. You cannot go into God's presence with all of the junk that you say you got and say that you're worshiping God, which simply means you got to get out of you, and when God see you are out of you and he see him in you more than what you're trying to make people see, then he brings you into his presence. I can show up at your house. I can knock on your door. Whether I can get an invitation or I show up just because I was in the neighborhood and people call that showing up unannounced. Well, technically it is, but it isn't, because you just happen to be passing by and you thought about it, called it on your mind, and you decided to stop by because you wanted to surprise them. You was in the neighborhood. You had told them already 6 months ago when you was in the neighborhood. You already been in the neighborhood 30 times, but you never stopped by. Come on, y'all.
Come on.
So in that, I can come to your house, but the only way I get in your house, you gonna answer the door, say who is it, I can tell you who it is. At my house, the glass is all around, so you see who it is when they come to the door.
Amen.
But that doesn't mean you gotta let them in the door, do it?
That's right.
You can say you want Jesus, but until you open the door of your mind, conscious state, subconscious state, until you open the door of your heart, emotionally and spiritually, all Jesus is doing is standing at the door. He's standing at the table in your heart. He'll knock, but you ain't let him in.
That's right.
Blues singer said, I hear you knocking, but I can't stop to let you in.
My Lord.
See, some of us hear the Lord knocking, some of us hear the Lord calling, but we're so busy enjoying what we enjoy that we want to get the rest of it in and make sure we get us. If the other person don't get them, we want to make sure we got fulfilled and satisfied. And we got what we wanted to get, because that's what we were going to get from it. Even though they don't get there, it's just the excitement that they shows. Come on, y'all, I need y'all to catch it.
Come on.
You want the Lord to bless you, but you really won't let him in. And then when you let him in, how many of y'all have a designated place that you want your company only to go? You have a designated bathroom that you want them to go to. Y'all talk to me. See, we do the same thing spiritually. We let God in. We let the Spirit of God in. We let Jesus in. But we have designated areas that we want him to deal with in us. We have designated areas where we want him to abide. We have designated issues that we want him to deal with. We have designated feelings that we want him to deal with. We have a designated mindset that we want him to deal with. We have certain things in our body that we want the Lord to deal with, that we want the Holy Ghost to do. Come on, y'all talk to me.
Come on.
You know, y'all got y'all designated friends when you really want to be caught up in the Lord. You know the friends to call on.
Yes, Lord.
And you know them friends when it's all about yes, who you gonna call on. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
If my sister watching this morning, you know, she know who to call and who gonna be petty with her. And when they be petty together, they laugh about it, but they know how to get their words out and what they want to say, and it stay between them. Don't y'all got some folk like that?
Yes.
Christian, you got some boys like that friends of yours, right? You got some folk on your social media site that you deal with like that, right? Come on, y'all talk to me.
Yes.
So I need us to catch it, because the teaching was powerful and it leads up. So Charles Stanley just happened to be saved this morning. He said, some of y'all going to hell because you want to go to hell.
Amen.
That's why the woman of God said what she said. He said, even though our world is in the turmoil, the body of believers are so caught up trying to put themselves in the limelight, in the spotlight, to say what they're doing as an activist to what's going on. That ain't nobody telling them that if we come back to God, then God, through what we're doing in here, will give us the wisdom and knowledge of how to handle the issues that we are dealing with.
Yes.
Are y'all gonna pray with me now?
Yes.
I said that because my sister liked to pick at me. She said, you know, when you get caught up, brother, you quickly say, I'm gonna pray with me. So if you're watching, I just had to go for that this morning because I need you to catch it. I want you to catch it because at the end of the day, when you look at Revelation chapter 20, verse 14 and verse 15, where our text is, I need us to understand. Look what she was at. In Luke 16, 19 through 31, here now you had a rich man that fared sumptuously. He was doing good. He had the best of 6 Ryan Street, 7th Street, 2nd Street, Poorhouse Street. He had filet mignon. He had the best of the cut of the meat that was there. It turned out with the fat off, and the meat didn't have a whole lot of fat. And when the meat cooked down, it didn't shrink up because it took the fat out. It still had the same type of meat. The texture was good. Now y'all don't play with my hair. See, y'all know where to go get the right kind of hair. And I heard one, I think my sister might have said, this is hair. You know, you go get the real human women hair. You know, the expensive Indian hair. Come on, y'all talk to me.
Yes.
And the mere fact that when you go get it, the mere fact that when you do it, the mere fact when it's going on, is the fact you know who it is that got it. And now that you got it, you know how it tastes. You want to make sure you go to the right restaurant that's going to cook the food the way that you want it to be cooked. Am I right about it? Y'all know y'all got your favorite restaurants and the food don't taste the same as it did the last time. You may not go back there for a while. If you watch the grade on the wall, if the grade rating, it is a grade, you know, C or B, even if it's a B, depending on if it's a low B grading on the restaurant, you won't eat there because 9 times out of 10 you're going to get sick. That means that they don't have the right temperature in the refrigerator. They don't have the right temperature on the cool where they got all the food sitting out there. So you know what to do. So the rich man, he fared sumptuously every day. He Lazarus, you heard her say it. And I'm using this as an introduction because I'm not going over what she said and overriding because what she taught, we need to catch it. Are you really listening? Because she broke it down real well. But I need you to catch the introduction to where we're going in Revelation because here every day some of us in our saved selves, see some of us as leaders, because we ain't struggling no more we think. Because it's not hard for us to be able to operate and do ministry. Because financially now we're out of balance. Y'all talk to me. Don't get quiet here now. I want y'all to see where it's going because you're going to understand the text and the topic that God has had me a third time to preach. Because I want you to get it. He fared sumptuously. And here the bed or an ordinary person. He ain't rich. He can't go to the steakhouse and pick out the steak that he wants and have it cut. You know, back in my mama day and back in my day, we had a grocery store called Cavalier's Meat Market, Cavalier's Grocery Store, and they used to write IOUs. And at that time, you know, if you didn't have money that day, you would either write an IOU that you would pay them at the end of the week or you would pay them at the end of the month because they had fresh meat, they had fresh vegetables and what have you. I know some of y'all remember them times in your life because I know I did because mom would send me over, one of the neighbors would send me over, and when they knew who you were and they knew who your family was, and you established a rapport with them, and your credibility was good, they can let you get it on credit. Come on, y'all.
I remember that.
And see, they can pick out the choice meat. They had a place where they slaughtered. They had a place where they killed certain meat and they cut it fresh. They had the big loaves of chopped ham and luncheon meat. Y'all remember that? Any of y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Salami. Come on, y'all. They had the big roll of bologna. You know, real bologna. It ain't like the stuff that y'all got now because bologna at one time really tasted like some good meat. Now it's just a bunch of processed meat. It's a bunch of meats that's been grinded up and they turn it into liquid and they put it in some cases for it to harden up. Come on, y'all. Same thing with your hot dogs. You don't know what come in it. Why am I saying that? Because here's the poor beggar. You and I. You going faithfully before God with 2-3 little nickels you got in your pocket, and you make sure that your little piece of clothes look good, they're fresh and clean, and you ain't got 25 suits in the closet and 25 dresses and 500 pairs of shoes, and you got to pick which ones you wear, and you wear every last one of them, and now one of them really wore because you don't wear them no more than one time.
Right.
Come on, y'all.
Come on.
What does that have to do with this morning? Because our message and topic is entitled A One-Way Ticket. Heaven or Hell. Choose your destination. And the reason why I'm glad, and I had no idea where Evangelist was going to teach this morning, but it was ironic that we was on the same page, and she had no idea where she was coming, but before I gave where it was God wanted me to come, she had already told me she was going to come with a warning institute from Luke chapter 16 verse 19 through 31 dealing with the rich man and Lazarus. And here's the sad part. The rich man could have made a choice, but Jesus is trying to get us to understand, even in this day and time, we got a choice of how we teach our children, what we teach our children. But once we have instilled in them the right morals, values, and principles, you cannot live for them. They cannot live for you. You cannot make them do right, nor can you make them do wrong. But can I tell you, some of you parents that are suffering for the wrong that your children haven't done because of the choices that they made, they're sitting in prison, but you got yourself in prison in your mind, in prison in your emotions, in prison in your heart, because you feel bad that your child, the done something that had no business doing. You taught them right and wrong. They made a choice. Come out of the jail that you in.
Come on now, come on.
I didn't say stop loving them. What I simply said was stop allowing them to cause you to be in prison. They're free in the mind, free in the heart, and they're still relying on you to make sure that they got what they need. They had what they needed. You taught them how to manage it and maintain it, but they chose to go a different route. They chose a different path. They chose to create their own. You know how children say, I'm a grown man now, I'm a grown woman, even in the process of them spending themselves, and now that they're out, what they have to do with a one-way ticket, you're going to see it, because he said, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever name was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. That's what you see in Revelation 14, Revelation 20, 14, and 15. Is that not right? And here now, you got a choice, because the day that you were born, the day, matter of fact, and the day of conception, and in your embryonic stage, your zygote stage, are being developed into a child that would either be male or female. In that process, can I tell you, in the DNA from your father, in the DNA of your mother, there was a development that was going on that would help you choose what course in life you would take. You were born with two natures. You were born with a struggle. You were born with a battle. You were born with making a decision, because if the family of the father DNA is strong enough because they serve witchcraft. Come on, y'all. They dabbled in black magic. They had their seances. They didn't believe in God himself. They didn't trust the word of God. They didn't believe that Jesus was God's son. They were back and forth in what they would believe, how they would believe, who they would serve, who they would serve them. Come on, y'all. It is encoded in your DNA, because it's also encoded in your DNA with a God DNA, with a God gene, it calls it. And that's what scientists have found, that all human beings have what they call a God gene in the DNA. It was in the process of your developing that you already had been given a ticket. It was up to you of where your destination was going to end up. It had already been bought long before we were ever thought of, and God caused the mist to come from the ground, and he created Adam from the dust of the ground. Your ticket had already been purchased. Your destination of where you would end was left up to you. So in Revelation here, John, as he began to revelate, or as Jesus began to reveal himself unto John. And I'm almost through, because if you haven't caught the message yet, I've been talking about a one-way ticket, because in this revelation, or in the revelation, or in the apocrypha, or in the revealing of the unveiling who Jesus was, he tells John while he was on the Isle of Patmos, and he was put there for the word of God, the last of those original apostles that now were still alive, and they tried to burn it in hell, and that wouldn't do it. So because of his 90 some odd years old, they put him on an island 50 miles in the Aegean Sea off the coast of Greece that was full of vipers, venomous animals, and insects, and they thought that he would die. And because this was where the worst of the hardened criminals were, they thought that putting John out on this island, it would cause John to die because of his belief in God, his stance in Christ, and the power of the Holy Ghost that was on the inside. But what they did not recognize and realize, that even though these young folk that were there, that were murderers and they were vicious and malicious in what they did, they heard John and respected John because they heard the apostle John and the operating of the Spirit through John. And when John got there, although there was still some trying John, they could not overtake John. And John, with the love and humility that he had in his heart, overwhelmed them by just allowing them to be who they were and drove them with loving kindness. So in this, John began to tell all the things that happened before. He went back to Genesis. He went back to the war in heaven. He went back to Satan being thrown out. He went back to where Dr. Luke said that, and I beheld Satan as a bolt of lightning. When you were born in this world, you were given a ticket. And that ticket was going to determine at the end of your life, when between the dashes of what year you were born to what year that you died, will determine where your end up will be, where your final resting place would be, where you will end up at the end of your days. He gave you a ticket. So John here, as he built up to where we are in the text, if you look at what Luke said the rich man and Lazarus, one was good, one was bad. One ate well and one didn't eat well. One fared good and one didn't fare good. One had the best and the other one didn't have a whole lot at all. One begged. How many of us as men and women of God in the body of Christ beg for it to be about God's business, beg for it to take care of the house of God, beg for it to pay their time, beg for it to give their offerings, but when they find themselves in a bind, they run to the house of God. They beg in the house of God. They beg in the church of God. They beg in the leaders and help them get out of the bind that they're in, but they didn't give nothing to God. There's some of y'all give and you give out of the fact that you don't want nobody to tell you about your time and your act. But there's some of y'all want to hear leaders that say he done away with it. Why God do away with the order that he gave? And that's how his ministry is funded.
Yes. Amen.
What does that have to do with it? You have a one-way ticket. You have a right to choose. You have a right to choose when you're going to believe, how you're going to believe, where you're going to believe. You have a right to choose in what you're going to believe. You have a right to choose in what church you're going to be a part of. You have a right to choose where you're going to fellowship. You have to choose in this country. But even in this country, those of us that have been given the right to choose still don't have a right.
That's right. Come on.
Help us.
Yes, come on.
Can I help you folk understand that the same thing that happened to Israel that is still happening to us today? If you want to look at it from a color standpoint, there's no difference between the black man and the Hebrews. Because if you look at it, if you do your research and you understand your research well, they are the same as us. They were the same color as we were. And you check the text, you'll find that the same bondage that God said they would be in from generation to generation, that's where we will be if we would not come back to God. Come on, somebody need to
That's right. That's
if you don't believe me, you can check the text. You can go to all the prophets and you'll see it in the prophecies. You'll check it out there. Then even here, as God began to tell John on the hour of Patmos, and he said to the church, you know, some of y'all ought to see the Satan. You allow Satan now to rule while you say that God is in charge. The familiar spirit that's operating through you, that's performing miracles. Come on, y'all.
Yes, come on, help us.
He sits his call.
Come on.
What does that have to do with Revelation chapter 20? Because God bound Satan for 1,000 years in the beginning, as John began to tell what's going to take place. If you look at it now, there's signs of the end that's coming. If you look at it now, the things that Jesus himself, as the prophet that he was, as the Messiah that he was, as the Son of God as he was, as the Son of Mary as he was, but as God as he was, in Matthew chapter 24, he said you will see these things. They will run looking for him in the desert, run looking for him in the mountain. Say, come look for him over here. See, he's over there. He said, you will see, you will hear wars and rumors of war, pestilence and famines and divers places. You are earthquake in places that never did. You are floods in places that never flooded. Come on, y'all, talk to me. You had a one-way ticket. God gave you a ticket. Well, yesterday, as we began to praise God, I sung a song that my great aunt Irene Seymour always sung. She said, I'm a runner, and I can't tell. I got my ticket in my hand. She said, I can't tarry. I'm running this race. She said, I got my ticket in my hand.
My Lord.
And I need us to understand the day that you came in the world, that was a mental ticket that God gave you. Which meant you had the right to put your destination on it. Can I tell you, if you get a ticket from Greyhound and it says open, that means you have an open ticket that says you choose the destination of where you're going and the destination where you're going to end up after the ticket. You can do that with an open plane ticket. Many people did it. You know, all you overweight lovers out there, and your lover was in a whole other state, and you were 1,000 miles away from them. You sent them an open ticket, and that open ticket meant that it was already purchased and were paid for. When they wanted to come where you were, all they had to do was go to the airport and tell them where their destination was, and they gave you a round trip open ticket. So that meant whatever day you decided to leave is when the destination will end up to where you will go back. Come on, y'all, talk to me. So John in Revelation, he said, in death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. He said, here's the end result for the believer, because there was some that were beheaded. Their blood was washed in the blood of the Lamb. Their souls was under the altar. He said that not only that, before he even got to that, he said that there were going to be some riders on some horses. He said all of what we will see here, death is rampant in the land. But he said even before the tribulation period will come, and John began to spell out all of the other details that were there, he said the love of many will wax cold because iniquity will abound. In other words, it will become great. You got a ticket. You're a believer. You said that Jesus Christ saved you. You said that the blood of Jesus washed you. You said the Holy Ghost indwelled you and filled you and empowered you. But when you find yourself in a relationship situation, you choose to respond according to the flesh and not the spirit. Come on, y'all. You got a one-way ticket. I don't care how bad it get. At the end of it, it don't have to result in death.
No.
It don't have to result in you taking somebody's life. It don't have to result in your life being over. Because you have the power and the ability to manage even while you're angry. Because the word of God says, be angry but sin not.
Come on.
In other words, you have the control over your thoughts and your emotions while you are in a rage. But if you give them the power, they will overpower what the Spirit of God is saying. Let me go back to something that Evangelist said, and I'll give you a part 2 to this message when I get back on this side of the earth over here. But I want to take you back because see, some of y'all asking for mama, some of y'all asking for daddy, some of y'all pray for the Lord to show you your grandmother, show you your grandson, show you your son or your daughter, give you a message to you from the grave. And even though God allowed you to see the image of the person, you think that God will send your mama back to you. What God did was, he gave you something that would not cause you to be afraid while he came and gave you a message. And even in the message, he started off sometime by not saying nothing at all. You just see an image. And we fill in the blanks to what we want to see. Because our mind and our imagination now is all itself above the knowledge of God. And we got this premonition. We got this ability that says, camera girl, if you ain't going to hold the camera right, they're getting mad at you. I need you to operate right. And they about to throw a Bible at you. You might want to operate the camera right. Can I tell you, even in that, that was a choice that was made. There was a decision that was made. The ticket was given to her when she was given the camera. The choice that needs to be made is to be still. Not to monitor nothing else. Not to do nothing else. You heard the instructions that were given. You agreed to the instruction that were given. But in the process of the agreement that you made, you chose to do what you wanted to do. You chose to give your heart to Jesus. You chose to go down in the liquid grave of baptism, bury your old man to rise in the newness of life. And you thought that's all that it took. Because some of y'all believe that after I believed in Christ, I got eternal life and I ain't got to do anything else. I'm sorry. There's some living that you can do because you're proud. Practicing the things you did before you acknowledged, before you accepted, before you brought Christ in, before you opened up your heart and said, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ in my dying hour, and he'll save me in the dying hour. Your dying hour is the moment that you believe. Oh,
Yes.
just messed up a bunch of y'all back to coastal floor.
Come on now.
Because your first dying hour was the day that you died to yourself. One-way ticket. He said to Jeremiah, and I'm trying to bring it to a close. I want you to see. He said to Jeremiah, let me back up to Ezekiel. He said, I'm going to give them a new heart. He said, no longer will they have a heart of stone, but I'm going to give them a heart of flesh. Where they will know me, they will serve me, they will love me, they will recognize. In other words, I'm going to change their mind. But some of y'all still saying like Tyrone Davis, I got a right to change my mind, and if I turn back the hands of time, come on y'all. Some of y'all still like Johnny Taylor, you're still cheating in this room, still talking to him on the telephone. Come on y'all.
Come on.
Call y'all on the telephone. That's what some of us doing, both natural and spiritual. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
Some of y'all got witches and warlocks that are standing. And why am I saying that? This ain't to knock nobody. Because see what happens, a warlock and a witch won't control you. But a leader will lead you. They let you make the decision. But when you go off, they bring you back on the path. A witch and a warlock, then you have a guiding themselves. Come on, y'all. Y'all talk to me. They hold the reins. And not the Holy Ghost and not God. God himself don't make you do nothing. Jesus himself don't carry you nowhere.
No.
When I say don't carry you nowhere, he'll take you down a path that's going to cause you to take something that ain't yours, take somebody's life that ain't yours. Just this week we done heard about a whole lot of death. And just this week back in my right and hometown, somebody decided to take somebody's life behind something that didn't even make no sense at all. And now both lives are lost. You had a one-way ticket.
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
Yes.
When you were going down the highway, you knew that wasn't your wife, you knew that wasn't your husband. You had the ticket in your hand. You could have chose another destination, but you chose that one. But guess what? You still got another one when you was invited in. And you might have got all wrapped out of what you was in, but you still had another opportunity. With the ticket that was in your hand, you didn't have to choose to lay down with it. Oh, guess what? Some of y'all laid down with some of the conversations that y'all had. Killing folks' character, killing folks' ministry, killing folks' mentality. And you ain't laid down with nobody naturally, especially or mentally. You laid down with it.
Yes.
You came in agreement with it. Are y'all gonna pray with me?
Oh yes. Come on.
I need y'all to help me.
Jesus.
How many of y'all husbands are destroying your home by the things that you saying against your wife, saying against your children? Wives, you said you're so wise, you said you're so good, you're so virtuous in what you're doing. He said a wise woman build a house, but a foolish one tear it down. She listened to everybody but the people that they need to listen to. She followed everybody's advice but the advice that you need to follow. And she think that is the other one that's causing destruction in her house, but she tore it down. Then she'll blame everybody but herself. Blows me the same way. Are y'all gonna pray with me?
Yes.
Come on now. I feel pretty good because it was a one-way ticket. He said, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. He said, at the end of the destination of the believer that walk in his will, that walk in his way, that stand on his word, that remove themselves out the way, and he's able to operate through them. He said, what's going to happen? You ain't got to worry about death nor hell. Death is a transitioning state. Death is our waiting place. Death is where we abide while we're resting from our labor.
Yes.
He said that he heard, right, blessed are the day that die in the Lord. Thenceforth, right, said the Spirit, they rest in their labors and their work. So can I ask y'all a question? All of y'all putting everybody in heaven and singing the birthday shout out to heaven. The word of God said, blessed are they that die in the Lord. Thenceforth, right, said the Spirit, they rest in their labor and their work follow them. Can I ask y'all a question? How you sitting and shout to heaven and they're resting right now and they have not even stood before the great white throne judgment?
Thank you.
Come on, y'all. I need y'all to talk to me. I know this will mess up a whole lot of folk, and some of y'all might not want to watch or listen no more, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that God allowed my mouth to say it again, because it's impossible for you to put them in a place that you don't even have the power to do.
Amen.
Jesus said, you have not to fear man, that all man can do is destroy your body and bury it in the ground. He said, whatever you want to fear him, that is destroy body and soul and put it in hell.
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
Yes.
I can't preach you into heaven and I can't preach you out of hell. He just said in Luke 16, how the man live. How you living? Who you with? How is your living that now when you get ready to stand before God and all of the saints of God and all the secrets of every man's heart has been disclosed? See, everything that you did undercover that wasn't found out, that they couldn't dig up, they couldn't find no paper trail on it. When you stand before God and you open up the books, he said, look, and the books were open. And he judged them out of the books. The book of the dead, the book of the village, the Bible itself, and the book of life. The book of remembrance is everything that you ever did. David said in Psalm 40 that God had written down everything about us. He said, I've written in the volume of the books that say it. He said, now, he said, the book of remembrance, the book that we want to be judged out of. See, all of you preachers and all of you pastors and all of you apostles and all of you prophets and all of you evangelists, all of you missionaries, all of you teachers that are teaching what you want, outreach and saying it the way you want, and you don't pick out certain scriptures to fit the ministry that God called you to say this is why we are right before the liar. You denominational preachers, you religious preachers. Come on, y'all. I'm not knocking nobody. I want you to understand. Because see, the same book that we pick out what we want to pick out, that we point at people that we want to point at from, that same book that some of y'all don't want to live by, or y'all already know about it because we put it in your inward part. That's what he told Jeremiah. He said, you ain't got to teach them no more. He said, they all should know me from the least of them to the greatest of them. So they might be like the rich man, they don't know where I am. They might be like Lazarus, they don't know where I am. They might have the best of clothes, the best of jobs, have all the money that man will ever have in his life, have all the fancy things they don't know. They might be like the beggars. They might be just getting by. They might be living paycheck to paycheck, and even paycheck to paycheck, they still can't pay the bill. He said, well, they all don't know me. He said, they don't know me. He said, but what's going to happen? I'm going to forgive the iniquity, and I ain't going to remember their sins no more if they come to me. I'm extending the invitation. We'll do part 2 the next time, if the Lord will. It's a one-way ticket. Heaven or hell. Same thing that evangelists did. This is sort of make you think. Because when you look at it, brothers and sisters, you got a choice to make. And see, even though you make the choice to live for Jesus, though, all folk used to say, I'm going to serve the Lord the balance of my days. Which means as long as I got life, health, strength, breath in my body, I'm going to serve the Lord. They will go do everything they did to stay out of the things that they knew did not please God. Things that they knew did not glorify God. Conversations that they knew did not build the person that they were talking about. Nor did it bring glory to God. Nor did it usher them into the presence of God. And all of you that say you've been in worship today already, I guarantee you that if you really have been in God's presence, and God has been in yours, he's empowered you that when the benediction was given and you left out the designated place where you were to worship, it ain't going to be that easy for you to go into any type of law. We don't want to hear that because, we went in today.
Come on.
We were doing all of this here. We've been saying all of that. This ain't to mimic and mess with nobody, but can I tell you that if you really have been born in God's presence, tell me why you still mad at folk.
That's right.
Tell me why you still hate on one another. But you done just been in the presence of God. You picked back up the anger that you laid down before you entered and engaged in praise, and thought you was in worship. You picked it right back up.
Come on,
you still can't stand your neighbor next door.
Jesus.
They mess with your wife. They mess with your husband. And you still ain't forgave them, but you've been in the presence of God. Can I tell you, if you've been in the presence of God and God brought you there, he said before you present your gift, Jesus said, let's go back to the Gospel of Matthew. Start at chapter 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and chapter 20. Then go into chapter 24. He said before you can present your gift, if you remember that hour that you all had, you have ought against your brother, leave your gift at the altar, go and make amends with it, then come back and present it. How many of y'all done it? Because if you really been in the presence of God, and God really allows you into his presence, I guarantee you the thing that you forgot to do, he will allow it to come back, not to condemn you, but so that it will bring you to a place that is completely out and is no longer restricted, it is no longer blocking, it is no longer causing plaque to build up in your spiritual heart, and it ain't storing up your blessing, it ain't storing up your protection, it ain't storing up your healing. Come on, y'all, talk to me. Because see, some of y'all still got stuff that's blocking what God want to give to you, and because you still hoarding, Hoarding, you're mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, socially, hoarding things, and God can't get in like he wants. The Holy Ghost can't abide like he want to abide. Because every time the Holy Ghost begin to break loose, he knocks some stuff over. Come on, y'all. He knocks some things over. And every time he knocks some things over and he try to clean it up, you do just like on the people on the show called Harder. Well, I need that. My mama gave me that. I bought this in 1945. See, when I was at the World's Fair, see, my ex-husband gave me that. Well, you see, my dead wife, she told me to always always hold on to that so I can remember her. Some of y'all need to get rid of some of those memories you got. Pastor, what you mean? Bishop, what you mean? The one-way ticket God gave you, the reason why you've been struggling and it's taking you so long on your journey is because you refuse to give up you. You're saved, but you're still thinking like the world.
Yes.
You're saved, but you're still practicing the same mannerism that you had before. As long as I don't sin in it, as long as they're around me, I'm good before the Lord. And I can tell the Lord, I kept His commandments, but did you keep them when they was around?
That's right.
Oh, that's why He said He was going to marry you. You were supposed to be her husband. You were supposed to be His wife. But somewhere in the process of that, what did you do to now be put in a position where God said you're disqualified? Yeah, you might have. God might have chose. But when you change your directive and your motive from what God had said because He saw what they needed, He saw what you needed. Did you really want what it was they was offering because you cried out before God? As Jesus cried out while He was in bondage, some of you ladies did cry out in bondage and God to give you a godly man, and He don't cry out as well. But now one of you saw what the cry was, and now one of you got rid of the things that needed to be got rid of, or one of you are doing what needs to be done, but you're still struggling because you don't lose your identity. You ain't got none. It ain't yours in the first place. I'm telling y'all, me personally, I'm trying to let this go. But God must be trying to get something to somebody because, see, we got this one-way ticket. Can I tell you, it's just the fact that when you choose heaven over hell, that in the process of you choosing heaven to be your final destination, that's the work that you need to do. But if you choose hell, you ain't got to do nothing at all. You ain't got to love nobody. Even if you do good, that still ain't enough because you ain't living for God. Christ ain't nowhere there. Can I show y'all that even as Jesus said to those Jews that said we got Abraham to our father, some of y'all leaders, if you search the scripture, you're going to find that you ain't got no part in Jesus.
Come on.
If we had the part in Jesus, leaders cannot tell us all this here. And I've been saying this to myself for 40-some-odd years, for the last 30-some-odd years of being full-time in ministry, last 20-some-odd years of being pastoral ministry, that if we really was about God business and it was really about God, then we would lay down our religious differences, our denominational barriers, and if it was really about Jesus Christ, Him crucified, risen, seated at the right hand and on His way back, if it really was being done by the power of the Holy Ghost, then I can tell you that this world would be totally different.
Yes.
I can't tell you that you wouldn't have no crime because you would still have some because He had not called the world to order. The man of sin had not been reproved, as John said in the 17th chapter of the Gospel of John. But in the process of that, if the believers that came over here for religious freedom and wanted to remove themselves from the governmental ties that the government had, telling them how to worship, does not our government still try to tell you how to worship, where to worship, how to praise, when to praise, where to praise at, who you can talk to concerning who God is? And the Christian believer is the only one on the face of this earth that takes a backseat to every religion that is not of God.
Come on.
So leaders, I'm saying to us, if we want the condition of our government to change, then the condition of the mind of the leaders that handle the governmental issue that are inside the body of Christ, if we change how we govern God's house, we can change how the nation is governed.
Yes.
When God put them in leadership to be governed, the first governor or the first president, God set in place with Moses to give them the law, the mandate, and all those that follow Moses' law was those that really believe in God. I want you to go back, sis. Y'all like to do a whole lot of Hebrew study. Y'all want to live according to the Jewish custom. Can I take you back to it? Because if we were really living there and we want to go back to the original names, come on, y'all.
Come on.
Come on, I need us to understand. I know them as well, just like you do. But at the end of the day, what God really wanted you to do was to believe in what He said and why He said it, the purpose why He gave it, the fulfillment of it in His Son, and the mere fact that now, if you live the way that He said, He will give you the guidance that you need to get to the place that He wants, so that the ticket that you chose, it was heaven. Are we really living like we on our way to heaven?
Right.
Because can I tell you, after you die, heaven ain't come down to earth yet. Because He said at the end of Revelation that He saw a new heaven and a new earth. And He said it was a door as a bride, a door for her husband. Do we really look like we ready to be married by Christ? Is the church really looking like the beautiful bride on her wedding day?
My Lord.
A one-way ticket. Because in the process of it, if she set the wedding out, or they set the wedding out for a year, in that year time, they're making preparation. She getting her weight down. He getting his weight down. They're getting rid of all of those that were still trying to cause them trouble. They were still trying to take their mind. They were still trying to pull the emotion. They were still trying to tickle their fancy in their emotions, to tickle the fancy of their mind, to tickle the fancy of their heart, to finally tickle the fancy of their body, to finally tickle the fancy of their sexuality. Come on, y'all, you gotta play with it. Because in that process, they're doing some excommunicating, and they're doing some excavating, and they're removing some things that will cause them problems of not being able to be one-way ticket. Are you really one with God right now? Is Christ really in complete union? Is the Holy Ghost really in control of your life? Come on, y'all. Because see, you want to be one with your husband, you want to be one with your wife, but have you become one with God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit? Is the Trinitarian God really the ruler of your life? Is he really super ruling everything? Or is he ruling it when it benefits you? Because you want folk that are saved and not saved to see how holy you are, see how spiritual you are. Come on, y'all. I'm going to extend the invitation. He said in death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. But see, right before that, he said, blessed is he that has his part in the first resurrection, because the second death have no power on them. He said, blessed is him that go back. Blessed is him that take part when Jesus come back. Because see, there's a possibility while you're in the stage of waiting and you've been making it that first transition, that some of y'all can backslide and become apostate, or deliver to reject God because it looked like he ain't there. Also on the show this morning, they even tried to say, they tried to make it look like Jesus had rose from the dead, and they had to make folk believe that Jesus was still existing and on his way back. So on the day of Pentecost, they had to convince the believers that was there. And when they felt the Holy Ghost coming in and the rushing out of wind, and they believed it with the Holy Ghost because of the cloven fires on their head, this is what the historian said. And you know how many believers now questioning their faith in God? Here's the invitation. If your ticket says your final destination is heaven, have you come out of your hatred ways?
My Lord.
Christians in America, black, white, Hebrew, Orthodox Jews, Orthodox Catholics, Orthodox this, Apostolic that, Pentecostal that. If your destination is heaven, are you so heaven bound that you're no earthly good?
My Lord. Come on.
If your destination is heaven, then why within our own races, black, white, Asian, Indian, we still have our reservation with folk? Come on, y'all. See, we're more bigots than we are racist, because we have this issue that we're better or superior than somebody else, but we're not trying to annihilate all the races to make it purified by even getting rid of those within our own race that don't believe that what we are. I told you to go research the word racism, because when you look at racism, it means to erase, it means to eradicate, it means to get rid of those that are not part of the program, and to purify not only by the skin color, but by the mind, the heart, and the belief. What we do deal with in this country is bigotry. But we give it the definition of racist. Come on, y'all.
Come on.
But we're believers and we're racist in the body of Christ. I'm giving you the invitation.
Come on. Come on.
He's standing at the door and knocking, he said. He said, if any man would hear my voice and come in. You heard the teacher said, are you listening? What voices have you heard? See, you might be like Solomon. You got too many voices because you got too many lovers. What are you still in love with while you on your way to heaven? You're marching up the King's Highway. You got your ticket in your hand. You can't tarry, but you stop and tarry where the best gossip comes, where the best mess show up, where it looked like the preacher that had everybody's attention in your city, in your town, and it looked like they had found the best scandal to do. You tarry for a moment because of this mess. You find out that your pastor in the church is this, that, and the third. He or she ain't all what they said. You found out from the past, or you found out Pastor been married more than 5 times, and now you feel that's a reason to justify why you don't follow God. They ain't no good. You heard the woman of God said, the word of God said in the book of Isaiah, he said, we know more than the filthy rags. We know more than the drop in the bucket. So if your destination says heaven, have you removed your practices? Paul said to the church, he said, listen, that you put on the former conversation, the old man which is corrupt according to the deceitful love, and that you put on the new man renewed in the spirit of your mind. He said that it's been created after God in righteousness and true holiness. Are you really wholesomely living? Hear didn't say you wasn't going to sin. So those of you that think now that you're saved, you ain't going to sin. He said, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? You want grace to abound more? Then do the best that you can with the ability that God has given and the instructions that he laid there and following the leaders that God gave you that intended to see your soul right before God and you spend eternity with God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. Then those that just want to take what they can take from you, they're molesting you, they're robbing you, mentally, socially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, they're taking from you. They're steady laying down what you call as a husband, your pastor telling you how to run your house, and he run your house and you don't run yours, and you and your wife follow what your pastor say, and he tell you how to manage what's in your house. It's his job to give you leadership. It's her job to give you leadership, but they're not controlling your house. Husbands, are you really the pastor in your own house? Wives, are you letting your husband pastor your house? Husbands, do you know how to pastor your house? Do you realize you're the helpmate or the helpmeet? You meet them where they fall short. Are y'all really doing that in the body of Christ? That's the reason why all the spiritual gifts that God gave by the Holy Ghost should be operating in every single church, not just some. Can I tell you apostles? Can I tell you bishops? Can I tell you prophets? You're not the only one that have those gifts. He puts it in the body for the working of the ministry, for the perfecting of the saints, for the building of our faith, until we all come into the unity together. Are we operating like that? The doors of the church have been open. I'm extending an invitation to call. Had it not been for Jesus coming, had it not been for his life, had it not been for his ministry, had it not been for his death, had it not been for his burial, had it not been for his resurrection, had it not been for his shed blood, this day would not be possible. If you want this political era to turn into what God wanted to be, when will the body stand up?
Amen.
Will the real church stand up?
Amen.
And if your ticket say your final destination is heaven, how you living?
My Lord.
And who you really with? Are you living on Friday?
My God.
Saturday on your Sabbath? Sunday morning on your Christian Sabbath? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day of the week, your Bible class is set up, your midweek service is set up. Is that the only time your destination ticket slow for that heaven is your destination? Heaven is my goal. Each and every day.
Every day.
I got to keep on moving.
Gotta keep on moving.
Moving in the right way.
Moving in the right way.
And if I stumble
while I'm on my way,
set aside,
and let him have his way.
I
don't want nobody
always
stumbling over me.
So listen, if that is it, what are we stumbling over ourselves? Our eyes wide open, but we walk around like we're in the dark because we keep stumbling. But if you stumble, John said that all you got to do is confess. Now after confessing and he cleansed you of all unrighteousness, it is your job now to begin to live wholesome, holy. It is your job to make the application of the word of God to your life so that at the end of your days and your eyes have been closed and the breath in your body is no longer there, you know with a surety when Jesus cracked the eastern sky and Gabriel put 1 foot on land and 1 foot on sea. The reason why, the sea got to give up the dead. The ground got to give up the dead. That's why 1 foot on land. The air got to give up the dead. Because you know some of y'all want to be cremated and you want your ashes spread out in the air. It's going to come back together because bodily you got to stand before God. Oh, what happened to all of them folk that had been eaten by all of them people? Well, some of that stuff had been ingested and digested and came out in the waste. And guess what? They got to stand before God.
My Lord.
Check out what he said in the foregoing scriptures before you get to verse 14 and 15. So the invitation has been given. The blood is still washing. What can wash away my sins and make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Am I right about it?
Nothing but the blood.
So God bless you. It's ironic that in the background, my big head cousin Rance, Bishop Rance Hallett is singing in the background. You know, the sweetest name I know. Oh, how I love the name Jesus.
Yes.
See, we can't just say that when it's time to come together with the body of believers. His name got to be sweet at all times.
Yes.
His name, you got to recognize the power that the Holy Ghost has. Do you really want to be delivered today? Do you really want to be set free? Do you really want to be made whole? Do you really want to make breakthrough? Do you really want to be healed? Do you really want to walk in salvation? Can I tell you, with deliverance, salvation, healing, when breakthrough comes, you still got to be consistent in your walk before God, so you can constantly walk in the breakthrough. That's why she gave illustration. And when I give this here, we going off the air when I say this. That's why I'm glad she went back to the bird that's in the cage, and that's why some of us are still in the bird cage, because you have allowed somebody to control you that long. You've been in a marriage where they control you mentally, emotionally, socially. They physically have caused you to be burnt out. They physically caused you to begin to operate how they want you to operate, while the spirit of witchcraft or really controlling you has now taken over. Husbands feel like that, wives feel like that, children feel like that, mother-in-law feel like that. You're like that because they broke your spirit. You heard the woman of God say, but can't nobody break your spirit unless you give them the power to break it. And here now God has opened the cage for the door to be open, and you're afraid. You're right. That's what happened with us when we get in salvation. We don't know what's going to happen because we're so used to doing it this way. This is how I've done it all my life. Here's what my practice is at. Here's how I always operated in this area. Now God then gave you the freedom you had. You're afraid because you don't know what to do because you don't know control. See, some of y'all ain't being controlled by the husband and the wife. Y'all controlling y'allself. And that spirit of witchcraft got you so controlled that you're trying to make everybody bend to what you want them to bend to and how you want them to bend. And this spirit controlling you all your life. And every time you say, Lord, show me, Lord, set me free, Lord, deliver me, Lord, take me out of self, Lord, heal me, Lord, give me the strength, break these chains off me. Oh, I hear the chains falling. And every time the chains fall, you pull them back up because you used to be in bondage. Intellectual bondage. Come on, y'all. Social bondage. Consciously bondage. Subconscious bondage. You're afraid because you don't know what's going to happen. She said the cage been open, but they don't know what's lurking around the corner. Is that how you said it? Yeah. If I go around this corner, they might be there. If I go around that corner, they might be there. If I step out the door, they might be hiding on side the house. They might be laid up against the door where I can't see them, and I'm afraid to walk out. The cage has been open. It was open over 2,000 years ago. When you walk out of the cage now. Yeah, I know we don't know everything that's going to happen. If we knew everything that was going to happen, do you realize now one of us will try to live the way God say live? Now one of us will try to live under Christ. Now one of us will try to worship Christ because we would know what the end is. He said, I know what you're expecting in. I know my thoughts towards you. He said, I got this. I need you to just believe me and follow this. If that man tell you he love you and he don't marry you, you won't need every man alone that you ever had because if he don't prove it to you, the woman says she wants you. You want to come on, y'all talk to me.
Yes.
The promises that's there, you hinge it on something that have not come to pass yet, and you believe that it will. Then after the marriage has been done, marriage being consummated, there were some other promises you waiting on that they said they were going to do, that some of y'all still waiting on. Uh-oh. The evangelist got quiet on you. Come on, y'all. If you can do that, and you got that much blind faith, to believe that this has been said and it's going to happen, then why you don't have that much blind faith? And Paul Martin said, reckless faith, which simply means you're not concerned about what's up the road. You know that God have already taken care of up the road. Y'all talk to me.
Yes.
A one-way ticket. Heaven or hell. Choose your destination. I can't put you in heaven. I can't teach you into heaven. I can't pray you into heaven. I can't preach you into heaven. You make that choice yourself. So the ticket is in your hand. What have you decided? Where have you decided? And if you choose to live a reckless life outside of the ark of safety, then guess what? You won't be able to do like the rich man, because a lot of y'all still saying to Jesus, y'all still saying to God, y'all still saying, Father, let them dip their finger in some glass of water and let it just give me a drop on my tongue. That tell you how tormented, that tell you how hell is. It's not a figment of our imagination. It's not something that the church came up with to scare for. Can I tell you there's a reality of it? And so much so that archaeologists and scientists are still trying to find and they recognize where Gehenna, Sheol, where hell really is. Come on, y'all.
Come on.
If it wasn't real, they wouldn't be trying to prove it.
Amen.
They wouldn't be looking for it.
That's right. Amen.
In every known race, in all of that history, their writings talk about two different places. A place of the believer and a place of the damned. Come on, y'all.
Amen.
So God bless you. We'll do part 2 the next time we come back together. A one-way ticket. Heaven or hell. We'll go a little bit more in detail of what John says in this 20th chapter. What he says in the preceding of the chapters. Where's your name written at? Is your name written on his thigh? Go back and read in Revelation, because all those that are believers, their names are written in him. Come on, y'all.
Amen.
Heaven or hell is a one-way ticket. Choose your destination. See, I got a ticket that leaves out tonight. It's going one way to New Orleans, and it's coming back one way to Atlanta. But anything can happen in the process of leaving Atlanta,
Amen.
going down to New Orleans. And just because the ticket say my final destination on the bus ride, not my final destination in Louisiana, my final destination on the bus ride says the New Orleans, Greyhound bus station.
Come on.
Then there's another trip I got to take about 69 miles outside of that to go into the city of where my mother lives at. So anything can happen between Atlanta to Montgomery to Mobile to New Orleans, and then from New Orleans to Houma, going through Houma to Gray, and going down into Gibson. Anything can happen because my ticket, my destination is New Orleans, but my destination in Louisiana is Montrose.
Amen.
Come on, y'all. And in the I'm not speaking death over myself, but I need you to catch it, because in the process, and just say God allowed me in the days that have been set to still be alive. I still got to live the way God said live while I'm there.
Amen.
Then I got to take a trip back. Anything on the way back, he might allow me to finish my course down back. That might have been the ending of my job. On the way back, he can choose now to say that was it. But here's where your destination go in. Between New Orleans, coming down from New Orleans, getting into Pearl River, getting into Gulfport, getting into Biloxi, passing on from Biloxi, getting into Mobile, passing to Mobile, getting into Montgomery, from Montgomery getting into the outskirts of Georgia, and as you cross the county line, as you cross the state line, now you got to go through all of these other cities to get to Atlanta, but my final destination is Lawrenceville. Anything, once I get to Atlanta, Greyhound bus station, anything can happen from Atlanta to Lawrenceville.
Amen.
Are y'all getting it now?
Yes.
You might have just got saved, and God knew that if he allowed you another 30 days, that you would turn away from him, or somebody will cause you to begin to backslide, or cause you to revert, or cause you to no longer believe. So God chose to take your life so that it would be secure in salvation, so that your day with him will still be there, and your name will still be written in the book of life. Some of y'all don't even realize your name is right out because you bragging out yourself. You live. I told y'all I'm trying to leave it alone.
Amen.
But I need you to catch it. This real.
Yes, it is.
Listen to the song in the background. Let me see if I get it to turn up. I want you to hear it. It's ironic. Okay, your phone don't act right. The music don't act the way I need it to act. Listen. Can y'all hear that?
Yes.
You claiming to be the Lamb of God, right?
Yes.
We say now we behold it, right?
Yes.
It's a one-way ticket, y'all. I'm trying to leave it alone, but the Holy Ghost trying to get some of y'all delivered. You want your breakthrough? Here it is. It's there for you. We say he the precious Lamb of God, right? Y'all sing it a little bit loud. Come on now. The invitation is going out. You got to choose. You heard the woman of God say, choose you this day. He said the same thing that he said to Joshua to tell the leaders, to tell the children of Israel. God is still saying to the world. He's saying to all of our known continents and our known countries, 120 some odd countries that we got. And I only call them 120 out for a specific reason, because, he said, my spirit will always strive in man. He said in Genesis chapter 6, for 120 years. It's amazing that there was 120 in the upper world. It's amazing that the known countries at the time was 120, but there's 7 continents.
My Lord.
There's The 7 spirits that proceed from the throne of God. The 7 golden candles. Come on, you don't understand. There's a purpose why God said. A one-way ticket. Heaven or hell. Choose your destination. Lord, allow me to live when I get back from Louisiana, or God put it in the heart of evangelist or Pastor Radley. They can do part 2 to this message. It ain't all about me preaching it, y'all. But I need you to understand today, the day that you came into this world, you were given a one-way ticket. And that one-way ticket in your destination, in your destiny, it fitted everything. So whether you were to be a collegiate student or not, or somebody that went to college, whether you were supposed to be somebody that started their own business, whether you were supposed to be one of the leaders in the church, the pastor of a noted church, that the pastor now had pastor gone, or God had removed the pastor, whether you was a pastor that God called to establish a ministry, whether you were a scientist, a mathematician, whether you was a president, whether you was the senator, the governor, whether you were the vice president, whether you was the lieutenant governor, whether you was a council person in the city where you were, the mayor where you're at, whether you was on the police force, whether you sit as the judge, whether you was one of the elected judges to our Supreme Court of the United States, or whether you were an elected judge to the Supreme Court of the state where you live in. It don't matter whether you were the doctor, whether you were just an ordinary lawyer, whether you were a crime fighter. It don't matter what you was, wherever you came from. In your destination, when you made the choice of where you were going to get you to your final destination, there were some things that had to happen along the way to prepare you for the finality of what God had. That meant you were going to get hurt. That meant you were going to get loud. That meant somebody will do you some more. That meant some of us will get an election. That meant some of us will be moved. Come on, y'all. You didn't know, but it was purposeful.
Yes.
Because somebody will go through it worse than you.
Yes. Yes.
Show them how to sustain themselves, and how that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You can show them the sustainability of the faith that you have in Christ, the faith that you have in Christ, the sealing in the kingdom of the Holy Ghost, so that now they show how protected they can get to the end. Because see, being molested, I should have been a molester. Being the fact that I saw my father be a leader, I should have been an abuser. But have some of them things happen along the way. Can I tell you some of the residue and some of the witness of what happened? Those things come on the cross. But do you have the power?
My Lord.
Or are you denying the power of the word of God in your life? God bless you today. I told y'all I was trying to leave it alone. But God's trying to set somebody free. You tell me, I hear the chains falling, break every chain. He's still trying to break the chains of our religious acts, our denominational barriers. He's trying to break the body, the real church, not the building that you got, not this place that has been designated as a sanctuary. You know the song said, God prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy. Is that right? Are you really the sanctuary? So you into the physical sanctuary, it can be pure and holy. Slide into it.
Yes.
Oh Lord, y'all just got to get it. It's a one-way ticket. Heaven to hell. Hallelujah. God bless you today. I hear your Holy Ghost. Let us stand for prayer. Pastor Ratliff, if you will. I want you to begin to call upon God as this song play in the background. Evangelist, come get this and bring this to Pastor so she don't have to move so far. I want you to call upon the name of God on all our behalf. I want you to seal this message by the power of God as you pray before the Lord. I want you to call out healing and deliverance in everybody's mind, everybody's body. Help us to get to a place that while you're praying that we accept whatever choice God decides to make in the healing process. Help us to be able to be healed from the emotional destroyed because our loved ones have been murdered viciously. We've had some friends that were the one that caused the murderous act. We've had some folks to decide that they were going to take the life of that child and they take their own life. The depression that's hanging and hinging over the whole world and over the body of Christ. I need you right now, and this is what I'm hearing in my spirit. That's why I'm not praying. I need us to be able to call on God. That intercessory prayer warrior that God called you to, along with your pastoral ministry, I need you to now use the ability that God gave you in the gifting of prayer and interceding on behalf of everybody. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Don't be scared. Pray as the Spirit of God moves you to this. Because somebody watching, somebody listening, somebody that we don't watch, this is for them.
Yes.
The church needed right now.
Yes, Lord.
I'm sorry, I'm tired of us playing church.
Yes.
The reason why I said that we were being real in the church, there lives in every belonging, in every body that we call a body, every church that we gave a name. Well, now we call it a national reformation.
Yes.
And people come together in a national revival will take place that will go worldwide because we will put down the name of our church.
Yes.
And now let it be the name of Jesus Christ's church.
Yes.
So I'm stepping out of the way. While you pray, I want this to play a little bit louder.
Thank you, God. Hallelujah.
And I want you to call upon the name of the Lord.
Hallelujah.
I want you to trust God as you pray.
Thank you, God. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. God, thank you, Jesus. Oh, God, right now, Jesus. Lord, I praise you. I lift your name up, Lord. Bless your people, God. Help us, oh Lord. Help us to make the right decisions with our lives. Help us to do what is important, Lord. We need you that, God. We need you, God. Can't do nothing without you, oh Lord. Oh, Father God, I come to you just as long as I know how. Thanking you for another day you've given me activity of my limbs. That you allow me to see another day, God. I give you praise, honor, and glory, God. Nothing but your glory, your power, God. You did it, Lord. Thank you for doing it for me, God. Lord, I want you to strengthen us where we're weak. Build us up where we're torn down. Lord, we're standing here. We need you, God. We can't do nothing without you. We realize that, God. Lord, we need you to come into our hearts. Come into our lives right now. Oh, Father God, take full control. Take full control of us. Strengthen us where we're weak. For the stuff we're torn down. Have your way in our lives, God. That you will be rewarded. We want to reward you, God. We owe you, God. Yes, we owe you so much. Thank you right now, God. Have your way. You be glorified, God. You get the blessings out of our lives, oh God. Thank you, praise you. Lift you up now. Have your way, God. If there's anything not fair to ask you for on today, I want you to grant it, Lord Jesus. If there's any need that I haven't prayed for that needs to be met today, I want you to meet it, God. I want you to deliver us, God. Strengthen us and stand us up where we belong. Because we need you, God. We can't make it without you, God. We can't do nothing on our own. We're solely dependent upon you. I rest and I plead your blood on our bodies right now. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. We thank God for all that has transpired this day of this service. I'm grateful before the Lord. We thank God for all that He's doing. You can go on and all us all. So I pray that you got what God wanted you to get. You heard what you needed to hear. You received as the Spirit gave it to you. We pray that you be with us this Wednesday in Bible class as they continue our lesson series, Christian Stewardship. Then join us again on Sunday as the woman of God carry forth the Word of God. Pray for us that on next weekend we will be in Panama City, Florida, with Apostles Tommy and Katrina Garrett celebrating their 5th year anniversary both in ministry as well as pastoring Thy Kingdom Come Global Ministries. And pray that the Lord give us the strength to come back. So if you're in the Florida area, the Panama City area, on next Sunday, which is October 2nd, the Lord willing, at 3 p.m., we will be in Panama City, Florida. And we'll be on Grace Avenue. If I remember the name of the street right, Grace Avenue or Grace Road, I believe it is. We'll be there with Thy Kingdom Come Global Ministries, celebrating and praising God for 5 years. The number 5. Oh, that's right. Next Sunday, Christian will be my son. Next Sunday will deliver the message on next Sunday morning. 17-year-old, by next Sunday he'll be 18-year-old young man. He said, Pastor, I tell you what, Pastor Radcliffe ain't got to preach the message. He said, I feel God want me to preach it next Sunday. We've been dealing with it for a while, and he said, I got it. He said, I hear God telling you what to deal with, so if it's all right with you, I want your permission. I'll preach the message on next Sunday. So next Sunday, my 18-year-old son will deliver the message next Sunday morning for our 11 a.m. service here at Shepherd's Gathering. So young people, if you're in the Lawrenceville area, come out and fellowship with us. Christian, tell your boys at school, don't be scared to tell them you preach it next Sunday for 11 o'clock. He's going to deliver the message on next Sunday, so we pray in the power of the Holy Ghost, completing the blood over his mind, over his thoughts, over his heart, over his body, over his life throughout this week, because challenges going to come before Sunday get here, and things going to try to come against him for preaching the message on next Sunday, because what he has spoken out in the atmosphere, the enemy have already started that when we asked him about it, when he told us about it last Sunday, and we were making preparation, and the enemy had been fighting him since he opened his mouth and said, I got it, I'm going to preach, but I need to know if I have your permission to preach on next Sunday. And I said, you say God said it, then we don't allow you to preach the message. So listen, we need you to pray with us and pray for us, but pray that God will empower him with everything that is needed, but build up a hedge around his thoughts, his conscious thoughts, subconscious thoughts, his emotions, his mouth, his ears, everything, that God will protect him with that. In the process of anything we need to get through, God will use it to build it for the message. So join us next Sunday as Christian Smith will deliver the message here at Shepherd's Gathering Fellowship Ministries, incorporated here in Lawrenceville, Georgia, 1226 Coronado Drive. Pray our strength as 3 o'clock on next Sunday, as we travel and as we engage in praise and worship. We'll be at our Kingdom Come Global Ministries with my cousin Tommy and his wife Katrina. She's my cousin too. With my cousins, Apostle Tommy Garrett and Katrina Garrett, we're going to be with them celebrating 5 years. The number 5 is the number of mercy. It's the number of grace. In 5 years, God has gracefully transitioned them to what they have and what they're doing. And it's all about God people building the kingdom of God, building kingdom-minded people. And that's what we do here. We don't have no new gospel. We don't have no gimmicks and no tricks. All we have is what's in these 66 books. So God bless you. God keep you. Until next Sunday, may the grace of God be with you now and forevermore. And all of God's children said, amen. Let us rise and say,